Hey, what's up, guys? This is going to be my introduction video to precious metals. I'm going to be focusing mostly on silver, but I'm also going to be talking about gold a little bit. There's plenty of other precious metals that I do not have shown here, which I currently do not own, such as platinum, palladium, rhodium, things like that I just don't have. Like I said, focusing mostly on silver because it is the most affordable for the average person. Platinum and gold are way up there. Palladium is more than silver, but less than gold, but it's not as common. Of course, there are plenty of people who do collect palladium as well. But for now, like I said, just basically silver and just feature gold a little bit. Um, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of general information on silver and gold, such as different purities, different forms you can buy it in. Um, and just why I personally started to invest in silver. Now, invest is probably um, not the best word for my circumstances because a lot of people buy gold and silver to profit from it. They obviously try to buy it when it's cheap and sell it when it's more expensive, and they make money in the process. Some people make a very good living at it. That's not actually my first goal in collecting silver and gold, and that's probably more appropriate term for me is collecting. For one, it's just a new hobby, which can be a lot of fun. But more so, it's for me, it's a way of saving money. I've been very bad in the past as far as saving money, and I figure if I exchange this kind of money, paper money, for actual money, which you see before you, it's an easier way for me to hold on to it because it's very tempting for me to take this and go buy what I want. However, it's a lot harder for me to take this and go buy what I want. I would have to sell this first. Now, although I can just sell this stuff to raise money to buy what I want, it has there's a certain level of self-control there. I have to obviously try to contain myself and keep myself from selling this when I want new stuff. So so anyway, another reason why I'm investing in silver and gold is because this paper money, and by the way, this is an older bill. This is from 1985, $20 bill. You guys are probably more used to the newer ones, but this is all I have on hand. This is not actually money. This is currency. This is a piece of paper that's physically worth nothing. It's just a promise from the United States government that I can exchange this piece of paper for goods. Currently, it's very much used by pretty much everyone. It is accepted pretty much everywhere in the world. The problem with this is that our country, being in debt the way we are, we just keep printing more of it. Every single day, we print more and more to try to, fix our financial problems. And every time we print more and more of this, it's worth less and less. To give you a quick little example, how silver, for example, retains its value. In 1964, this is a 90% silver quarter. Okay, the date on this is 1943, but up until 1964, the United States quarter was made up of 90% pure silver. Now, in 1964, the price of gas was somewhere around 28, 29 cents. Okay, and for a quarter, you can get roughly a gallon of gas. Today, in 2010, this quarter is worth roughly $3 in pure silver if you were to melt it. Okay, so its value is now $3, which today can get you pretty much a gallon of gas. So, over 50 years now, it's retained its value. This, however, like I said, if you have, 25 cents in today's currency, it's not going to get you a gallon of gas. It'll be far from it. So that's just one example that I've seen used over and over again. There's plenty of other examples, but just to give you, kind of get a point across. There's nothing wrong with this. Like I said, right now, this is how pretty much everyone lives on this. You work real hard. They give you this in exchange for it, and then you bring this to the grocery store and you get the eggs and milk and bread that you need to survive, as well as some other goodies to keep you busy. But who knows where the future is in this? Okay, I'm not trying to tell you to invest all your money in gold and silver. In fact, I would think that would be very foolish. You do still need this to survive. Like I said, you can bring this to any store in America and get goods for it. You cannot bring silver. It's not that kind of era where you can exchange silver at major retailers for goods. So this is definitely something you need. I just think it's smart for a lot of people to invest just a little bit in silver and gold. If nothing else, just to sit on. Maybe you can exchange it down the road. Maybe you make some money. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can leave it to your kids. Maybe they make money. I just think, for me, like I said, it's mostly a hobby, and it's a way for me to save money for myself. I'm hoping that, in I don't know, 20 or 30 years, I can maybe pay off my house, buy a car, and maybe if I can't, let's say something happens where the market doesn't allow me to do that with the money that I've saved in silver and gold, then that's fine. Maybe I'll give it to my kids. It's just, like I said, if nothing else, it's a hobby, and it's a way to save money. So let's talk a little bit about different forms, how you can purchase silver and gold. These are, let me show you these first. This is very common. This is a silver eagle. This is a coin, a silver coin. This is a 0.999%, which is the purest form of silver. And this is $1 in United States money. So it's considered a coin, a silver coin, because it's currency. You can actually use this. It has $1 face value. Okay, as opposed to this is a round. This is not currency. Actually, a better form would be one of these. This is not currency. You can't actually exchange this for any goods anywhere in the world. This is called a round because it looks like a coin. It is a coin, but it's not actual currency. It's just a fancy form of molded silver. Okay, this one happens to be from Monarch Precious Metals, and this size is a 1/2 troy ounce round. So these are considered rounds. If you have a coin that's actual currency, then it is considered a coin as opposed to a round. So hopefully that's not too confusing. If you can actually spend it somewhere, it's a coin. If you can't spend it anywhere and it's only worth its weight in silver, then it's a round. Now this goes for the same thing with gold. Okay, I don't have any gold rounds here, but I do have a gold coin. This is actually supposed to be the world's smallest gold coin, and it is pretty darn small. You can see it in my hand here, and I'm going to have to actually get on the Jewelers Loop here to show you what it looks like. But this is actual currency. It's got a picture of Gandhi on there. It says $25, and I believe this is the Republic of Liberia. Get this to focus. Yeah, the Republic of Liberia. This is made in 2001. This is 24 karat solid gold. But this is considered a coin because it's actual currency. And like I said, I don't have any rounds gold rounds to demonstrate here. But another form you can get silver and gold or any precious metal, is an ingot. This is an ingot. Basically a bar of some sort. It's a molded bar. Here's a Pam Suisse. This is a very popular form of getting gold in small increments anyway. Let me zoom in on this, show you what this looks real close. And it's kind of out of its case a little bit there, but you get the idea here. And this is 1 gram of gold. This is a 1 gram gold ingot. You see in the back. And this one happens to have a serial number on it as well. But ingots are another form of buying precious metals. This is a very small form. 1 gram is obviously very small. Gold is a lot more expensive than silver. The market's constantly changing, but to give you an example, I believe today gold is worth somewhere around $1,100 an ounce, and silver is worth about $18.40 an ounce. Now this is not a regular ounce that we're used to, it's a troy ounce. A troy ounce is, there's 12 troy ounces to a pound, as opposed to 16 regular ounces to a pound. So you'll find that silver, if for example this is a 10-ounce bar, but it actually weighs about a little bit over 11 ounces in regular weight. It's 10 troy ounces. So it's a little bit heavier than what we're used to. And this as well, this is also an ingot. Okay, this is a Scottsdale silver stacker. These are pretty cool because, if you have a bunch of them, you can actually just stack them up. And these are machined ingots. They're precision machines, or molded. They have a nice cast mold, and they're very neat and kind of fancy looking, nice and clean look. You can also get hand poured ingots like this. This is a much smaller one. This is a 3 troy ounce. And a lot of people like these because they're more rustic looking. These are hand poured and hand stamped. Instead of a machine, it's an actual person doing it. And like I said, it's a rougher look, but it looks very rugged and antique and old. So some people like this for collectability. They like this type of style. The most common sizes you're going to find is one troy ounce, either in rounds like this, or excuse me, in coins like this, or in ingots. Here's 1 troy ounce as well. That's probably the most common. This 3 troy ounce bar of silver is actually pretty uncommon. You don't usually see it in that increment. It's usually 1 troy ounce. So as you can see, there's a lot of different forms you can get gold and silver in. Another form you can get it in is shot. This is actually just a bunch of little tiny nuggets. You know, little BB size flattened pellets. And this is pure silver as well. Collectively, this is 1 troy ounce. And again, this is from Monarch Silver. I'll go over the specifics of a lot of this stuff as I start explaining in other videos where I found, you know, my sources of silver and what I thought about it. But anyway, here's another form you can get. You can also get gold in shot form. It's not as common. This is more for industry type use. But you know, it's another way you can get it. The last way you can get silver is in old currency. I have a bunch of these. These are Kennedy half dollars. It's a U.S. Coin. It's actual currency. It's worth 50 cents in America. But all the Kennedy half dollars from 1965 to 1970 were comprised of 40% pure silver. So each one of these coins has 40% pure silver in it. So even though its face value is 50 cents, if I were to go to the store, I can use this as 50 cents. It's worth more than that. I'm estimating, I think it's about $1.26 or something a piece. You know, I have 28 of them here, and there's a really good website I'll put in the sidebar there. You can actually, it's a calculator. The website does its own calculations on these old coins, so you can figure out exactly how much silver's in as many as you have. Like, let's say, in this case, I have 28. So I put in 28 coins. I put the specific type of coin in there, and then it told me what the silver content of each one is, and then collectively and its value. So pretty cool. I'll put that link definitely in the description box for you on the side there. So if you have these old coins, half dollars, or even the the old dollar coins, it's specific to certain years. In the United States, in 1964 and earlier, we had mostly silver coins, about 90% pure silver. But then after that, it changed, and we went to base metals. But the exception is the half dollars from 1965 to 1970 were 40% pure silver. You can also collect foreign silver coins. This is a peso, 1 Mexican peso from 1935. I forget the exact silver content. I actually recently did a trade for a couple of these half dollars, and the person I actually met through YouTube. He threw this in as kind of a bonus item, and I thought that was really cool. So if you're watching, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But you can also collect foreign coins that are silver. There's a lot of different options in collecting both gold and silver, a lot of different forms. I stuck with silver because, again, it's about $18 right now, hovering around that price per troy ounce, whereas gold is a lot more. To give you an example, this little piece of gold here, this is a 5-gram bar. 5 grams is not a lot. It's extremely light. It's a very small piece of gold. The value on this right now is about $200, whereas in silver, this is worth $200. Okay, so you can see the difference here. If you have thousands upon thousands of dollars that you want to invest, obviously it's going to be easier to physically hold that in gold because it's literally a smaller amount that you actually have to hold. Silver is, if you're, like I said, if you have thousands upon thousands of dollars, which I don't have, nor will I have anytime soon, storing silver might be more of an issue than storing gold. But even this little 10-ounce bar, it's very heavy in your hand. I mean, if I just drop this on the table, you guys can hear that, but it is extremely heavy. As far as these bars go, they come in all different forms. Here's another 10-ounce bar. This one is from Sunshine Mint, and it looks bigger. It looks like it'd be a lot heavier, but it's a thinner profile. They both literally weigh the same. They're both exactly 10 troy ounces. I weighed everything that I have on my my scale. So there's lots of different forms you can get gold and silver in. There's a lot of different reasons why you might want to invest in gold and silver. But for me, a couple reasons. Again, I'll go over it. One, it's for savings. It's a way for me to save money. Two, it's a lot more reliable than this stuff, which is physically worth nothing. Gold and silver it can be cashed in anywhere on our planet. Every single civilization values gold and silver, as well as other precious metals, but more so gold and silver. They're just more common. As far as purities, there's different purities of gold and silver. Everything you're looking at here on the table, minus these coins here, is the purest form. For silver, it's 0.999% pure silver. For gold, it's 0.9999. There's actually 4 nines because you can have a little bit more purity in gold than silver. But there's all different forms of gold and silver. I mean, with gold is very soft. So if you get it in the form of, say, jewelry, a lot of times you'll see 14 karat, 18 karat. That's because gold is a very soft metal, and you have to add other base metals to it to make it stronger. For example, if you have a necklace or a ring that's 24 karat solid gold, it's going to be easier to dent it or bend it or break it. So a lot of different people and companies do add different base metals to it. It makes it cheaper for the customer to buy, and it also makes it stronger. As far as silver goes, there's sterling silver. It's extremely popular. That's a lot of times you'll see the markings 925 on it. It's because it's 92.5% pure silver. Again, you know, in coin form, if you have the 1964 or previous quarters and dimes, they were 90% pure silver. And then, you know, the half dollars here are 40% pure silver. And as far as foreign coins, it's all different increments. It really depends on what coin, what year, and so forth. So there's different purities when you're buying silver. Best thing you could do if you're going to invest in silver is to go for pure 0.999%. It's the most easily tradable in the future and sellable. There's more of a liquid market on it, meaning that there's a lot more options in selling it and buying it. But like I said, there's all different purities for both gold and silver. Let's see. I think that's about it. A lot of technical information. Staring at the stuff here might not be so exciting. But again, I wanted to get some basic information out there for people who just have no idea and may be interested in it. Like I said, this is not going to consume my channel, but I do want to make a couple videos in the future as to where I got this specific silver and gold, all my different sources and the different companies and websites that I either liked or didn't like, and for why or why not. So I've kind of almost like, I want to call them reviews, but it's not, like I said, it's not a review on the specific silver, because obviously I just gave you a bunch of information on that. It's going to be more so as to what each different company can offer that other people can't. And, you know, if the prices are good and if their service is good, you know, stuff like that. So you can look forward to those videos in the future. They will be few and far. But because I do have a decent selection now, I'll probably pop out a couple of them in the, you know, the next month or so. But, you know, besides that, every now and then when I do an account update, I might just throw in, you know, if I happen to get more silver or gold, I'll happen to mention it in a video. But for now, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, if you are out there and you are collecting silver and gold and stuff, you know, I think that's great. If you're starting to get interested in the hobby, there's some great information. Actually, if you hold on a second, I gotta grab this this book here. I'm not completely done with it, but this is so far has been a fantastic book. It's Precious Metals Investing for Dummies. You can find this pretty much any bookstore. A lot of great information, not only on actually figuring out what kind of silver you may want to buy, but it has a bunch of information on even going as far as investing in stocks in silver mines and, you know, base metal mines where they are pulling silver out. So, and it goes into hedge funds and all kinds of stuff like that. But it's a very good read. I would highly recommend it for the beginner. There's a lot of other great books out there for more advanced, you know, people more advanced in the hobby. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching.